Hello, everybody. I'm gonna do a little POV in the rain for y'all, man. Damn, I sound boring. Ain't nobody. Why would y'all want to watch me? I sound like I just woke up. Hello, everybody. Today I'm finna do a POV, you know what I'm saying? In the Mustang, you know, big 2022 5.0, you know, with a little tune on it, and you know, some headers and a little stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And you know, today we finna do a rainy POV because I got some stuff to do today, and you know, I don't have to work and stuff like that. So if you feel me, if you want to tap in and tune in, make sure you subscribe and all of that good stuff. Ooh. All right. Anyways, yeah, man. I want to do a little POV and a little talk. You know, it's one of those days for me where I feel like I should just be doing more. You feel me? I don't feel productive, even though I work hard and you know, I stay occupied and busy. I don't feel like I'm being productive. I feel like there's a difference between being busy and being productive. Busy is just always just having something to do, but you're not getting nowhere. You're not making no progress, you feel me? That's where I feel like I am right now, and shame on me. So, you know, I just wanted to kind of rant on here, you know, give y'all my thoughts and stuff like that. Retrospectively thinking, I already know what I should do. Obviously, I need to do something different. If I'm busy and I'm not getting anywhere, just do something different. But I think a lot of times, as young adults, we kind of get stuck in our ways and we think we know what's best. And, you know, there's other people around us giving us advice that we just don't listen. That's me for sure. I don't listen to advice. I don't give a damn. I don't listen to advice, though. I think I have the best advice to give, honestly. And I think that's a good thing. As an entrepreneur, you should always surround yourself with people that know more than you. But you also have to believe in yourself. And that's what I mean by I feel like I have the best advice. If people keep telling you your ideas and your creativity is stupid, or they're laughing at you, hey, man, you can't listen to that, bruh. Don't take that advice. But if people are fueling you and, you know, pouring into you, supporting you, whatever you might need, I mean, I guess that's a good thing. But for me, I don't get none of that. All I get is BS and hate and, you know what I'm saying? Especially from my parents and stuff like that, you know. They just want to hate on a nigga, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm just playing. Yeah, but so I'm 18 years old, around that age. I'm not going to say exactly how old. I'm around 18 years old, right? I got my dream car. And you know, me getting this car, I can't even say it was me. I mean, I would say it's luck, but instead of saying it's luck, I'm gonna say it's favor. You gotta have God's favor for certain things, because if it wasn't for me having God's favor, I wouldn't be in this car. I wouldn't be in the position I'm in, making the money I'm making. Well, no, whatever. I mean, I'm not rich, but I'm actually a broke nigga, but I'm favored. God has always looked out for me. I can definitely say that, bro. Like, I've never been without something that I needed, for sure. Never. I've always been favored. And I'm thankful for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give y'all a little story time. So, I've always been into cars, right? And I definitely wanted this Mustang, or like a Camaro or something around there, or maybe a Scat Pack. I wanted something similar, right? So, instead of me waiting for the car to just fall in my lap, fall out of the sky and just, you know, spawn into my driveway, I locked in. I sacrificed all my sleep. I sacrificed my relationships. And I'm not saying this is a good thing. I'm just being transparent of how I ended up in this car. You know what I'm saying? I sacrificed a lot, bro. My relationship with my family, you know, just all my relationships, really. And I locked in, grinded, whatever. Worked all day. Worked all night, too. And to be honest, I've never really told anybody what I did to get this car. I working wise, like, yeah, people don't actually know. But I did a lot of working. And I suggest you do the same thing, bro. If you're my age, if you're 18 years old and you can't live off of 5-6 hours of sleep every night, and the rest is just straight grinding, then I mean, brother, you got, I don't know what you it's gonna be a wake-up call coming for you or something, man. I don't know. For me, my wake-up call was just being upset with where I was. I was in college. I'm still in college, but at that time I had just started college, and I'm like, oh no, bro, if this is the American dream and all of that, you know, I'm straight. I'm good. I don't want it. I'd rather just move. You know, I don't need no American dream. The American dream is a scam, bro. You go to college, pick you a nice little career. We're like robots, bro. We go to college, pick a nice little career that we want. We get paid well, depending on what our career is. And then we get a whole bunch of debt, and we pay off that debt for the next 40 years. We grind for somebody else's business for the next 40 years. And then we retire for 10, 20 years. Still paying taxes in it. Bro, come on, bro. Are we serious? I'm straight on all that, bro. I'm going to create my own dream, and I'm going to live my own dream. I don't need y'all dream. And I suggest y'all do the same thing, bro. Be creative. Like, seriously, bro. Don't let what happens around us and what's normalized depict your choices and decisions, bro. Think for yourself, bro. The only people you should be listening to is people that are I would say smarter, but I mean, it's not really a way to tell who's smarter than you. I would just say pick people who are literally walking in the shoes you want to be in a year or two. Like, you know what I'm saying? Listen to people that you can see, not who are saying they're more successful or whatever. Pick people to take advice from who you can see are more successful than you, and you know, you want to be in their position one day, not out of envy or jealousy, but just because, hey, I can respect when I see somebody who's doing better than me, and you know, I'm like, dang, I know I can get something from this person. I know I can, you know, I can respect that. Like, it's nothing wrong with that. But anyways, I'm rambling at this point. I'm gonna wrap up this video soon. But to finish on how I got the car, I grinded, save up a little down payment. I had no credit because black folks. I was listening to black folks, and they told me, yo, you don't need credit. You need to pay cash for everything. So by the time I was 18, 19, and I was ready to buy this car, I had zero credit. So I was cooked. Like, it's ridiculous, bro. Don't listen to... anyway, I'm not going to go there. I should have started my credit at like... I take that back. My mom did add me to her credit line or something like that. However they do that when I was like maybe 16 or something like that. But other than that, I didn't have no credit. So, because she said, oh, you don't need it. Anyways... If you know you want something, it don't have to be a car. If you want to invest in your business, in a crib, whatever it may be, bro, get your credit right, lock in, because that's the only way you get what you want, bro. You cannot get what you want without locking in, bro. If you think you're gonna get what you want by continuing what you're doing already, which is halfway doing everything, halfway working, having zero discipline, not setting up a system for yourself, you're not gonna get anywhere, bro. And then you're gonna end up like me, how I was a couple of years ago, just mad. And even how I am still, because even with systems in place, we're still human and we still get lazy at times. You know, I definitely get lazy, and that's where the discipline comes in, because motivation is not a real thing, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That's just chemicals in your brain and hormones and all that. Motivation is not real, bro. Discipline is what gets you where you want to be. I ain't gonna lie. If you can't say, hey, I don't feel like doing this, but I'm gonna do it anyway, you lacking that discipline, bro. And I'm not saying I don't like the discipline. I definitely like the discipline. I could be in a McLaren right now. I'm stuck in a 5.0, bro, because I lack discipline. Anyways, I'm grateful for my car. That's not what I meant. Anyways, I saved up my bread, stacked my bread, right? I stacked up my bread, went to the dealership. One time, I went to one dealership. I saw this car only, and I said, I'm getting it. No second guessing, no nothing. I had to fight for like 3 days so I can get approved and this and that, whatever. Because like I said, I didn't have no credit. But I had money to put down, and I had decent income. All right, my income was straight. The income wasn't the problem. The only problem was credit, and I was 18 years old. Oh, and I forgot to mention that I had a super speeder already, so I couldn't get insurance. I ended up getting insurance, thank God. But I already had a super speeder at, I think, 18, 19. Plus, actually, I think I had 2 super speeders. Okay, anyway, so we're not going to get into that. I had a few problems. Okay? And then after that, I not grinded. How do I say it? I fought. I was not gonna take no for an answer with this car. That's for sure. So I did not take no for an answer. I wasn't gonna take no for an answer. I got the car, and boom, here we are today. Hope y'all boys enjoyed the vid. I'm not gonna hold y'all up too much longer. Make sure you subscribe and like and all that stuff that they be saying on YouTube. Because I'm not a YouTuber yet, but I just do record. I record videos and then, you know, I'm going to post them. But, yeah, do all that liking and comment, subscribing and sharing and all that they be saying. And I appreciate y'all, boy. Woo!